Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about something I honestly didn't care much about until recently, and that is hashtag GamerGate and hashtag opSKYNET. Let me start by saying that this video will be about GamerGate as a whole and not the individuals using it. I'm sure that not all who use the hashtag are like this. Let me just go ahead and get that out of the way right there. Also, I'm aware many are going to call me misinformed for my views on GamerGate and say that I'm against gamers and a poser. Just know I have spent the past 3 days researching all I can to make sure I am properly informed from both sides of the argument. And I've also been a gamer for almost 20 years, so both those counter arguments and attempts to invalidate me will not fly at all. So, let's begin. First off, let me go ahead and get opSKYNET out of the way because it is by far the shorter of the two due to the fact that it is relatively new. According to YouTuber Mundane Matt, it is a Follow Friday type thing for supporters of GamerGate trying to show that it is not a hate group and to show the gaming journalists such that they do not need their influence, as sort of a way to band together against journalist corruption. If this is true, then I approve. However, because it is a new hashtag, it has not matured yet and has yet to experience many trolls or people from GamerGate who use it for spreading hate and misogyny. So I guess we'll see how it turns out into the future, but for now, let's go ahead and just start talking about actual GamerGate. Based on my research, I believe GamerGate is a movement rooted in misogyny, and I will explain in detail why as we move on through this video. From what I can tell, GamerGate started when it came to light that Zoe Quinn, developer of the indie game Depressing Quest, had been involved with a journalist on the site Kotaku. So naturally, this being a conflict of interest, the internet erupted in allegations that she used her relationship to get good reviews and publicity for her game. This was later proven false, or as much as it could, because there's no credible evidence presented, and all the evidence that was found was false and fabricated. However, even today, she still is blamed and attacked by GamerGate supporters, in the same way George Zimmerman and Casey Anthony are still attacked by activists despite being found innocent, whether any of these truly are innocent or not. Now, moving to mid-October, the indie developer Brianna Wu was attacked and was a victim of death threats and doxing attacks for sharing an image macro on Twitter that fans showed her that pretty much mocked GamerGate. After the doxing, she got threats of death and even raped from alleged GamerGate supporters. Soon afterwards, Anita Sarkeesian, who has already been in the news for causing controversy with gamers over sexualizing women and just women's position in video games in general, was threatened even worse than Brianna Wu was when someone threatened to have a start a school shooting if she appeared at the school for a scheduled speaking appearance. Many GamerGate supporters claim that Sarkeesian and Wu fabricated these threats, but there is no evidence to support either claim, so nobody knows for sure, so just kind of think about that when you have any arguments involving those two. Now, for the final and probably most damning piece of evidence that GamerGate is rooted in misogyny, is probably the Felicia Day doxing incident. After she made a blog post noting her concerns over GamerGate and how she had avoided discussing it due to fear of the backlash, her address was posted in the comments section via a doxing attack. Her info was quickly removed, but even so, this caused a lot of controversy. Now, what makes this such damning evidence is the fact that unlike the other ones where it's just strictly attacking someone and they just happen to be female, on the same day, Will Wheaton and Chris Cluey, sorry if I mispronounced your last name wrong, posted very similar posts on the same day on Felicia Day was attacked. When you put it all together, the public figures in the gaming community that have been attacked have been women, and all the men have been perfectly fine. I'm not usually one to say that it's called to bring up the gender card in these kind of arguments, but you kind of can't deny the fact that pretty much everyone, apart from small Twitter arguments that's been attacked by GamerGate supporters, is women. You really can't deny that much. But this is just that GamerGate targets women for whatever reason. It also should be noted that the infamous YouTube commenter Press Fart to Continue has been a big figure in GamerGate community, and it's no secret that many big YouTubers like Dodger and TotalBiscuit are very outspoken about him/her, since no one knows its gender. Dodger even posted an open letter describing why she had blocked the account from her many pages, whether that be Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And the problem with Press For to Continue is he is very obsessive when it comes to YouTube. I don't know if they are obsessive in real life or if they really are obsessive over these YouTube celebrities, but as far as the comment section goes, at least, they seem to be very obsessive, very stalkerish, and stuff like that. So that does raise alarms for the fact that it's a big character in GamerGate. And it alone being a big figure in it should be enough to give at least a little bit of hesitation towards GamerGate. But I found that a lot of those who use GamerGate fall into one of two categories. Keep in mind I say a lot, as in not everyone who is in GamerGate, as mentioned in the disclaimer at the beginning of this video. Category 1 is filled with those who feel like they are doing the right thing and are playing activists and will not blame others. I say playing activists because they're not actually doing anything, just sort of being very loud and outspoken about their views, similar to some other groups. And Category 2 is filled with those who blame everything on the gaming journalist site, saying that they are being framed. These people seem to be very similar to conspiracy theorists, like those who say that 9/11 was done by the government, and just all kinds of just general conspiracy theories. That's what it sounds like. Like they're saying that these journalist sites are out to get them, when in reality these journalist sites honestly probably don't even know who these people are. They know the hashtag, but they don't know the individual people that they're claiming to be framed by. I've also noticed that there is a striking resemblance between GamerGate and groups like Anonymous and PETA. I say this because these kind of groups claim to be activists and make a lot of noise, but at its core, it's for attention and profit, without actually doing anything for the cause they claim to represent. PETA is the most obvious of these. Anonymous, that's a whole different story, because I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from Anonymous fanboys for that remark just now. So to finish it off, I will say opSKYNET, if it ends up staying how it is right now, with no misogyny and only for supporting others who are against corruption in journalism, I will completely approve of that. I may even use the hashtag. But as of right now, unless GamerGate changes, you'll never see me supporting the hashtag GamerGate, because whether it's for journalism, corruption, or not, there's a lot of misogyny in it, and I am not a fan of misogyny. Not at all. Well, that is all for today. So I guess have a good day, and I will see you guys later.